Okay, so this will be an update for the widgets in Awesome Window Manager. You can see here, got the CPU with a graph, hard drive with a bar, kind of a bar graph here, text outputs for hard drive, memory, battery remaining would be if I unplugged. Here, I'll go ahead and unplug so we can see. Let me check one thing, make sure my recording's going okay. Looks like it. Okay. Yeah, so battery output any minute here. Now that I've unplugged it, it'll give us, it's set on I think every 2 minutes it gives me an update. Wi-Fi gives the SSID or network name, so if you were to run, I have it shortcut to www. So there it shows that I'm at network 2. And by the way, that www is the same as wict curses. I used an alias in .bashrc. So if I did vim.bashrc, it's kind of another tutorial, but www is wict curses. So alias. So just a quick note there. Network up and down. So you know if I did something like it would be a good test. Yeah, let's just do a quick Packer SYU. We'll see some blips here, I suspect. There's some. Not much going on. Pretty small amounts. It's kind of hard to see it. But you know, I got it from a few good references here that I recommend everybody look at if you're going to be customizing Awesome. You're going to want these. So just look for example vicious widgets. The first one you want to go to is Gits here. This one here, and the second one is this one down here, Jason Marr. So that's these two here. By the way, Jason, if you're listening, man, thanks a lot, because this is a great website, lots of good stuff. So quite a bit of what you're going to see in my file came from here. And then the next one, this is a great one because it outlines everything. It's like the official man page of it. It talks about CPU, first value being an average of all cores, second being first, third being second. So forth. If you're calling CPU, so you're going to count them here. CPU, say if you want to look at the frequencies, temperature, different things. Battery for first is the static state, which in this case is, you can see here the state. We have 4 hours left now that it's unplugged. If I were to plug it back in, if it weren't pretty much full, it would be time to complete the charge. Excuse me. Memory, all this stuff came from memory. You get a percent of memory used, and again here I used it for the text. And file system for the hard drive, this is percent full, so it would be used P. This one here, I'm going to call used P, and free space available. Gigabytes and percent, so both of these here, gigabytes and percent. So when we go to, when I did the last one, I had everybody copy the whole thing for the top WeBox, which is crazy. You don't need the prompt box, which is in this Control-R to run. You don't need that. You don't need the layout box, which is this over here. You don't need that. You don't need the tag list, which is up here. You don't need a task list, which is your menu bar here. You do need the, so anyways, I'll just show you what you do need. It's actually pretty minimal. There's all my customized widget stuff. All you need is my WeBox, and then for each screen add the following, which is this. So obviously if you go between boxes, it's going to be there. So all you need is for each screen add, and then just list your texts and text boxes and graphical widgets. So just a real quick overview of what I did use. I use the volume. These are just text boxes that I call later. CPU mem, so CPU, memory, the space bar space, which is the text box 3, it goes in between, like here. So I just call those text boxes later. I use the volume, so if I look down here in the corner and I do an up volume, see how it goes to 88, 76, down 63, so it goes by 13 basically, 12 to 13. So that's all part of this. Where'd I go? Oh crap, went up somehow. Okay, so there's the volume from this page here. So if we go down here, it comes right out of below right there. So there's the WeBox part that'll go down here, and then we also have added the XF86 raise and lower and mute. Those go down. If you look at your box here, below your WeBox, and your keys in this global keys section. So you got to be real careful. Copy exactly where this comma is and everything to make it work. So that's the volume. It's a good way to get the volume back on your keyboard. And then so there's the volume, the memory, just a text box, and then a graph, generic graph. I do have it vertical so that it's, I mean, you can take this out and it'll go horizontal. Just to show you. Pretty obvious, I think everybody gets it, but just to show you. Save, reload. Memory is now horizontal. Kind of hard to see it because it's the way I have it set up is for vertical. So I'm going to go back. So now memory is back to vertical. There's memory. Hard drive. I have where is it? Right here. So I have one that says how much is available, and then the available percent and percent, and then I have the graph itself, which just uses the used percent here. CPU. You can set this up to actually double. You can have them stack on each other. I use the template because it works, and have it set up to update every 2 seconds. That came off of this page here towards the bottom. Find it. There it is. So here's how you can get your cores to stack in the same graph. I mean, I don't in this case. I tried it for a while, but I just duplicated it. Got it to work, then duplicated it. Have the second one commented out, and the first one commented out. In NPCPP, in CMP CPP. So if got that running. So go. I think I had last time I listened was comfortable volume. So that shows up down here, and the format says if it's not playing, it's going to just be this, and if it is, it's going to be artist with that in the middle, and then title. So artist and title. Pretty straightforward once you see it. Get it to work once, and you'll get it. Battery status, same kind of deal. I do have the graph for how full it is, and then I have 2 text boxes. One that's going to tell us the percent full, and the next one remaining time. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in now, and it'll tell us time to. So it said 3 hours 25 minutes. But if we wait here just a minute, we'll see how long to fill it. Now that it's at 93, it'll be something like 10 minutes or something. And that worked quite a bit going on here. I'm not using the text out. This would just give you text up and down kilobytes. So what I'm using just the generic graphs here. Actually, I think I got that from this page, the net. Yeah, so I got this from him, because if I go over it, it gives us the text box, I think. No, guess not. So anyways, network's there, the uptime's pretty straightforward, and then right there. So then it's just a matter of laying the text boxes and widgets out to your liking, and just a pretty simple little bit to make it work, both before and after, and you're good to go. So if you have any questions about how to get it to work, just let me know. Take care.